All right, so I just got back from watching Dune Part 2, the long-awaited sequel to 2021's Dune Part 1. Denis Villeneuve returns in the director's chair for this one. He is a big fan of the books, and so he's once again shepherding this franchise into more mainstream relevance. And I must say, just like the first Dune movie, this one is a technical marvel. The special effects are all on point. They're all very impressive. Denis Villeneuve does a really good job of showcasing scale. So when something is big and bombastic and should take your breath away if it was real, he does a really good job of showcasing that on screen and letting you know how big certain things are, where we are in terms of landscape and stuff like that. Really phenomenal job there. Also, everything in this movie just seems very much real and tactile, right? It's not like a lot of movies you see nowadays and even TV shows where you can tell this is all just on a stage. It might be the volume, it might be traditional green screen and blue screen, whatever. And I do think there was some of that in this movie. Obviously you can't make a movie like this without having that type of stuff, but they do a good job of hiding it, and I think they filmed in an actual desert on location for as much of this as they could. And that really does a lot to add to the realism of what we're seeing here. Um, Costume designing is all super interesting and really well done, and you can just look at the details on people's costumes for, minutes, hours. The acting is all phenomenal, as you could grow to expect from these movies. We got a phenomenal cast here, and they're all firing on all their cylinders. So, yeah, I would say that this movie is about as close to a masterpiece as you can get. Everything is good. The soundtrack is good. The cinematography is good. The special effects is good. The script is good. The acting is good. The directing is good. The editing is very good. It's all really well put together. This is definitely a movie that is worth your time. See on the biggest screen possible. If you can watch it in IMAX, go. It's worth the money. It's if you're only gonna watch one movie in the theater this year, this is probably one of the ones to consider going to see. This is an event type of movie. It's kind of like Avatar in that way, except the script is a lot stronger. The only negative that I have about this movie is more of a personal thing. It's not the type of movie that I could see myself rewatching over and over. I definitely want to rewatch it because the movie's so long and dense that I know there's stuff that I missed that I want to watch again to pick up on some more details. But it's not a movie that I can see myself constantly going back to like other movies. But that's not a real negative because that just means it's not necessarily my vibe. It's not really my thing. But I can admit that this movie is a masterpiece on almost every conceivable level, and I enjoyed this movie immensely. And while I don't think it will ever hold a top tier level movie on my personal lists, it will always be up there when I'm thinking about some of the best movies ever made and an example of filmmaking at its highest. This is that movie. So yeah, if that high praise on my part, so if that convinced you, then this is definitely something that you should go and check out. Don't wait for streaming because this movie deserves to be seen on the big screen. It is one of those movies. So if that interests you, Dune Part 2 playing in theaters near you. So go check it out.